one.
Good afternoon. My name is Natalie.
And my name is Shelia.
As always, before we introduce our guest for this week, we are going to speak to you about Military Veteran Peer Network and the Veterans One Stop. So as you know, we provide peer support services that includes one-on-one peer support, which basically entails, sometimes you just need a little additional support. And so either we will link you up with one of our volunteers or with myself or with Shelia, just to provide that additional support for you. You get to choose the time, how we communicate, when, where, everything. So you have that control. We also provide peer support groups. Among those peer support groups, we have Haven, which stands for Harassment, Assault, Violence Ends Now, which is for anyone who's experienced any type of sexual harassment or trauma. We also have Pathfinders, which is our general peer support group that focuses more towards veterans and service members of any era, any type of discharge status. Literally any type of veteran that you are welcome in this group. We also have the other side, which is for dependents and family members. We have Open Doors, which is for the LGBTQ+ community as well. And our Youngaholics group, which is open to service members, veterans, and their families to learn a new hobby, which is crocheting. And that's pretty much that on the peer support groups. Our biggest thing also is that we assist with community resources. So if you're looking for employment, filing for disability, how to read a letter that the VA sends you, literally anything, we can assist you in the proper steps or the proper organization that can assist you and guide you to best serve you. We also offer volunteer opportunities. So anyone that's looking to volunteer with us, if you want to start your own group, facilitate your own group, if you want to help us out in the community while we promote our services, we're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to come and join us. And lastly, we offer suicide prevention and suicide awareness trainings. So those include CALM, which stands for Counseling on Access to Lethal Means. We have Ask About Suicide to Save a Life. We have mental health first aid for both youth and adults. And we have SAVE training, which is in collaboration with the VA. And now I will turn it over to Shelia, who will speak more on the Veterans One Stop.
Thank you. Before I start talking about the Veterans One Stop, I just wanted to add that we do have another peer support group that just started back up, and it's Right Answers. It's a journaling group, pretty much helping you to write your thoughts down, stories or whatever. Right now, that's only being offered virtually. So we have, I think, 6 total groups that we have right now. As far as the Veterans One Stop Center, so they offer free counseling services for the veterans, service members, and their family. When we say service members, we're talking about active duty, reserves, National Guard. When it comes to veterans, it doesn't matter your discharge status. It doesn't matter what area you served in. We're going to get you taken care of. We also have a few organizations housed here. We have the Veterans Business Association. So if you have questions about business, you want to start one, or you do have a business and you just have questions, they'll get you squared away. We have an education department. And with that, we have Grand Canyon University and Western Governor University. The good thing about them is pretty much if you have any questions regarding education, they will get you squared away and they can help you get into whatever school of your choice. And then we have Texas Veterans Commission Claims Department. So they'll help you with like your disability claims or if you have questions about your claims. And then of course, we're housed here. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to our guest for today. Miss Claudia is here and she is with Center for Children. So she's going to go ahead and tell you a little bit about their program. It's all yours. Unmute.
All right, sorry. So thank you ladies for having me. I'm super excited to be able to present on the Center for Children. As you may or may not know, we have between 12 and 14 different programs that we offer absolutely free to the El Paso community. So there's no insurance, no income or citizenship required in order to participate in any of our programs. As long as you fit within the parameters of that program, you are more than likely able to participate. And I'll start with my PowerPoint presentation. I really do believe in what the center does. Let me see if I could do the slideshow. So it looks, roll that beautiful bean footage. All right. So the Center for Children has been around for over 100 years. It started as an orphanage and it's become to what we have now. I mean, it's changed a lot, but now it's what we have now as a Center for Children. And then our mission statement is super powerful because the entire staff had a say in what our mission statement would be. And so it's like it says, to empower youth and families to to brave adversity and conflict through constantly evolving innovative programs in order to co-create a brighter future. And so we have an amazing CEO who is constantly writing grants to help us fill the gaps so that we don't have anybody fall through the gaps. And so, or fall through the cracks. So we're constantly writing grants, or she's constantly writing grants to be able to help anybody and everybody. And so the Center for Children works with expectant parents all the way to the elderly. I was going to play a video, but it's a little too long for this, but I'll go over through the programs really quick. We do have a program called Street Outreach. And so if you know of any homeless youth out in the community, you call the number on the bottom and they will come and try to pick up the child from that location and bring them to a safe place, whether it's another family member, our shelter, anything to that effect. Of course, our goal is to get them off the street because the longer they stay on the street, the more susceptible they are to being trafficked. A lot of our homeless youth are LGBTQ, or like my son likes to call, the alphabet mafia, which I kind of like. And so that's our goal, is to get them off the street. Now, being homeless is a choice for a lot of people, and that's understanding. So that's what we have now, what we call the drop-in center. So the drop-in center was created so that the homeless youth can come, take a shower, wash their laundry, pick up some clothes. Now we even have beds where they can come take a nap, if they need to. It is open Monday through Friday only. We're still working on the weekend hours, but it is open Monday through Friday. We do have case managers that will help them if they're trying to maybe find a place to stay, find a job, get to school. Anything that they need help with, we have our case managers that will assist them in that. We also have the emergency shelter, like I had mentioned, depending on the age of the person that we pick up. If they're within 11 to 17, they're welcome to stay at our shelter. Anywhere, I believe it's from 30 to 90 days, depending on the program they qualify under. But we do have to ask for permission. So we do have to call mom and dad or the legal guardian in order for them to stay. Most of the time it's just a fight, and so they need some time away, and some of the times mom or dad or whomever will come and pick them up, but they have 30 to 90 days. Most of our kiddos are also from CPS, so most of them will be placed in a foster home. We have these two programs that are the same, but they're different. The transition living program actually works with LGBTQ kids between 17 to 22. I know it says 18, so it's 16 to 17 if they're emancipated, but it's 18 to 22. And then the rapid rehousing, and that houses 17 to 24. So the day before they turn 25, they are no longer allowed to be in the program. But hopefully by then, with the case managers, they were able to receive like housing, like whether it's Section 8, anything like that. They help them become more independent. They teach them life skills and all that. One program works with LGBTQ mainly, and then the other one works with families. So we know there's a lot of young people out there that have families, so they will help them as well to find an apartment, and the center pays for the rent as long as they're working or going to school. So that's one of the only stipulations. So they help them with all that as well. If people are interested, we do license for foster parents, and we do have two types. We have the therapeutic, which is just what I consider basic foster care. And then we have the specialized foster care, which I mentioned earlier, as far as being trafficked. So we do work with trafficked youth. We do provide them a safe place and guidance and support. There's a little bit more. Most of our specialized foster parents are either nurses, licensed social workers, counselors. That's what we basically have as specialized fosters, because they're the only ones that would be able to kind of deal with the girls until we can get them normalized. And I mean girls, because that's mainly what we got, but it is trafficking is for boys and girls. We have our FACE program. What they do is they provide free counseling to school-age children between the ages of 6 to 17. They are doing virtual, in person, whatever the comfort level is for the family. But the services is free if they're having problems in school, behavior, anything like that. The counselors are available to help families. We also have the program called VOSC-M, so it's victims of crime. It's that is the one where I say it doesn't matter on the age group. If it's a crime that happened while you were that you witnessed or happened to you, and you still can't just pass that, the counseling is also free to any individual within those within the program. So if anybody's interested, like I said, it doesn't have to be a crime that happened to you or a crime that was reported. We still have people who are affected by the Walmart shooting and now with the Cielo Vista. So they're able to take advantage of the free service. This one's a new one. It's called the, we refer to it as the OJJ. They work with victims of crime, but these are the children, the 6 to 17 who have witnessed a crime or are, you know, it happened to them. And that service is also free to the kiddos. And like I said, these are school age. So these are, if they're bullies or being bullied or anything like that, that's considered a crime and they can take advantage of that program as well. I'm sorry, I'm trying to go really fast because I know there's a lot of programs and I get really excited. We have the Strong Families. The Strong Family provides the parent cafes. Parent cafes, if nobody is aware of them, they're a really safe place for families to talk about what is happening in their life. And then we also teach them about the protective factors and how they benefit their everyday life. If you've never been to one, I implore you to attend. They provide free breakfast and lunch depending on the time of the cafe. And then they also have like goodies and raffles and stuff like that that the families can take advantage of. We also have system navigation. So they help them find resources out in the community. So if there's anything that they're needing, we try to, you know, help them as much as we can. Of course, sometimes some items are impossible or not attainable, but we do try to help as much as we can through our system navigation. So if you know of anybody that's needing additional services, please let them know that we are available. And then we have the FRC. So the FRC is a program that families can come, kind of chill out, just talk to, you know, one of our staff members, help them fill out job applications, Medicaid, anything that they need help with. They also have different types of parenting classes. I know one of them is called Circle of Support. And so they're great supportive services that we offer to our parents as well. And then, like I said, not just the parents, any caregiver can take advantage of the service. And then lastly, of course, it's my program. I work with the Early Childhood Services. We provide parenting classes and counseling to parents with kiddos under the age of 5 or expected parents. And it's also the caregiver. So grandma, grandpa, tío, tía, whomever is a caretaker can take advantage of our parenting classes. The counseling, once again, is also free for the kiddos under 5 if they're having behavior issues, tantrums. I mean, they're hitting, biting, and we just don't know what's going on. They can take advantage of the counseling. The 2 types of parenting classes that we offer. One is the parents as teachers. They work on brain development. They do fun little activities 1 to 2 times a month so the little one can meet their milestones. And then we have the Incredible Years, and that one works on positive redirecting. That's a 14-week program. It's 1 hour a week and it's virtual. So it covers anything that has to do with the little one under 5. And then they even provide a little manual at the end. So if you forgot about something while you were taking the class, they give you the manual and you can always reach out to the case manager or the parent educators in either program, and they're more than happy to help out. And then we also have case management. So we have additional services we can provide. And we also provide help with diapers, groceries, gas card, laundry card, depending on what it is that the family is stuck in. Because of course our program is preventive. So we're trying to prevent child abuse and neglect. And so all the services I mentioned, once again, and I'll repeat it 100 times, they're absolutely free. So there is no need for, you know, insurance or anything like that. It's absolutely free. We're very low barrier. So if you know of anybody that would be interested in our services, you're more than welcome to give me a call, 540-105. Let them know that you saw me here. And then our webpage is on the bottom. We're also on Facebook and Instagram. So yeah, if you have any questions, please let me know. I know we're really fast. I get really excited. But that's the Center for Children. I thank you, ladies.
Let me see if I can stop you sharing. So I do have a question. You said something of the nature of, and I'm trying to remember. Okay, you said something about the drop-in showers. Is there a
the drop-in center?
Roger. Is there an age limit on that, or is that just for the teens, or is that for anybody that's staying on the
I believe my understanding is for those kiddos that are up to the age of 24, 25. I mean, I'm sure they'll make exceptions, but yeah, it's between up to the age of 24, 25.
Okay, and then you named another program. I don't know if I confused it with the FACES program or not, the one where you house them up until they're 24, 18 to 24.
So the rapid rehousing.
Rapid
yes.
rehousing. Okay, so my
Yes.
question on that is, let's say they're a veteran. Could we get some of those? We get some veterans in that age gap. Would they qualify for that program also?
Yes, yes.
Awesome to hear.
Yeah.
Did you have a question?
No, so to get more information on any of these programs, they can just reach out to you to the number you provided at the end.
The
Okay.
54105 goes directly to my work cell phone, so I will be able to help and answer any questions. Yeah, we don't, there is no limit on who can be served. The only limit is the age, and each program has its own age limit. And of course, it's only because that's a grant-based limit. And that's why we try to also do fundraisers out in the community. Like right now, we have our Kicking Asphalt that'll take place April 1st. That money goes to our general fund. So whatever money we raise from that goes to the general fund. It allows us to help out a little bit more where our grants set us limits. So if you know of anybody that would be interested in taking advantage and helping us out, the 4K, the 5K will take place on April 1st at Ascarate Park. It's $25 or $30, $25 if you register early, $30 I think if you register late. Everybody's welcome. We're gonna have a kid corner. We're gonna have art. We're gonna have food vendors. It's gonna be so much fun. And then for the adults, we're gonna have a little bit of wine tasting, a little bit of beer, just a little bit of something just to make it fun for the whole family. So if anybody's interested, you can also reach out.
Is there a deadline
regarding
to
that.
register? I'm sorry, is there a deadline to register for that?
I believe that we have till the last week of March to guarantee t-shirts, but they can even register the day of the event if they so choose.
All right, sorry, I'm taking notes.
No, girl, I want to see you there. I know you're gonna be there. I know
Be the
you and Natalie are
slowest
gonna
person
be
on the
there.
track, but I got you.
You got
No,
this.
no, thank you for joining us. I know we are we collaborate as far as the Be Strong program, the parent cafes. I second what you said. If you haven't had a chance to do it, come out and do it. It's very beneficial. It helps change communication with the rest of your family members, even helps with, how you talk at work. I know I've taken a lot of stuff that I learned from the parent cafes and I've implemented it in my personal life and my work life. So I second encouraging people to come to the parent cafes and be involved in the Be Strong program.
Yeah.
And I always tell people, if you've never been, you're gonna talk to someone that is probably going through the same thing. They just don't look like it because they're handling it a little different, and you actually get to take ideas off of other people and learn how to deal with it in maybe in a different way. They give you an idea. Well, what if you do it this way? Because we're always like, this is how we were always taught, and somebody will teach you a different way, and it's kind of neat to be able to learn a new trick from someone else. So I really, really encourage people. I went into it kicking and screaming, and now I'm just like, I talk about it all the time. It's just an amazing thing to do.
Exactly. I was like, parent cafe, what? No, thank you. But no,
Right?
but now I
And now
advocate
it's
for
like,
it.
yeah, now it's like, yes, please sign me up.
All right, well, that's all we have for you. Thank you for taking time out of your day to join us. We truly appreciate it. I keep forgetting how many programs y'all have. And then when y'all start your slideshow, I'm like, let me take notes because I be forgetting, and we always get calls. So you're educating us more as well. So we truly appreciate it.
Well, thank you, ladies, so much for having me. It's been a total honor and pleasure, as always, to work with you too. I know this isn't our first time, so hopefully it won't be the last. And I really enjoy you guys. So thank you so much for having us and letting me share all the information that the center has to offer El Paso County.
Thank you.
Thank you. You stay safe.
Thank you, ladies. You too.